Aaron, how did you manage to have your business survive throughout COVID?
Well, as I told you guys, that the 2015 oil collapse really explains that. And what I meant by that is in 2015, I struggled so hard, and I had already went through 2008 as well. I was much better prepared because I thrived in North Dakota, did really well, and I just realized that the key to not having problems when markets did stuff like that was to not have any debt. So when COVID came around, I was 100% debt free. I owned 20 some odd trucks, and I owned like 30 different trailers. But the key here is I owned them 100% outright. I had a 10,000 gallon fuel tank. I kept it full all the time. It was paid for in advance, no lines of credit, no credit cards. I have zero credit of any kind. And so when COVID happened, it was just no big deal for me. I saw oil go negative. I had awesome contracts. I was in first place on a lot of contracts, which is really hard to do in trucking. The barrier for entry is obviously massive insurances and bondings. And I had spent quite a few years getting myself in this position to be in first place. But as soon as I saw oil go negative, I didn't even play the game. I called the oil companies and I said, hey, you need to find somebody to take over these contracts. I'm parking my shed. So that's exactly what I did. I didn't get bled dry by trying my hardest to hold on to everything. I had a lot of great employees at the time. So what I did for those employees, if you're all wondering, is the main guys that have been with me for years, I basically just gave them all a truck, got them all hooked up hauling commodities, and took care of them for about a year or so. Not taking money from them, just keeping them working, finding them contracts, showing them how to do all their paperwork. And once they were able to just run, I let them run. So that's how I took care of them. All the mechanics that have worked for me for years, like my brother-in-law that's been with me, he's just now turning 24 years of being with me. You know, I wasn't gonna abandon him. Well, here's the part that you guys need to understand is we had been building engines ever since we arrived in North Dakota. And when COVID happened, we probably had 200 plus engines running around the greater area with our name on them, from farmers to oil field workers and stuff like that. So we were able to take that business and blow it up, as you all know, and that became such a huge part of everything we do that when oil field started to come back around, I just didn't need to get back into the oil field. I held on to all my trucks for about 2 years. I started to sell them off. And I actually didn't sell the last truck until we came here to Texas. I arrived here with 2 trucks still, and I sold them when we got here, kind of as a statement to myself that I was finally done with it, and as a statement to the family that we weren't going to move again. This is our home now. So that's how we survived COVID. We survived COVID by learning from the mistakes that we had made from debt in the last 2 collapses. So love you guys long time.